When things don't go your way, how do you turn your frown upside down? It was the final game of the season. The score was tied. I was the final batter. All I had to do was hit the ball, and I missed. The referee behind me, he said, "Strike one!" Then the pitcher threw the ball again. And as the ball started coming, I looked at it closely and I swung, and umpire said, "Strike two!" At this point, I look at my teammates. They say, "Amin, you're our only hope. Amin, please hit the ball. If you hit the ball, we're gonna win." I think to myself, Allahu Akbar. I put my hands on the baseball bat and I stand there on the mound and I look at the pitcher as he throws the ball and I swing with all of my might. And this time, I hear the umpire say, "Strike three. You're out. End of the game." I remember I cried. I said, "Mom, I'm feeling terrible. I let the team down. I could have won. I know I could have done it and I messed up." She said, "Amin, let's give thanks." I didn't understand why, but she raised her hands up and we started to do it together. She started thinking about different blessings and she gave Allah thanks for them. And she continued and she continued and she continued. And by the time she ended, something incredible happened. I wasn't sad anymore. In fact, I was happy. What is one blessing that people don't often think about? Jannah from Dubai said their religion, Islam, the revelation of the Quran, their body parts and being Muslim, being able to walk. It's just that today has been such a hard day. I lost my story, my lunch, and my yo-yo. I know, Amin, it's easy to remember everything that went wrong. But have you thought about everything that has gone right? Amin begins to think about his blessings. You know what? You're right, Asad. I can barely count all of my blessings. When we go through times of difficulty and things that don't go quite as they plan, one of the things that we as Muslims are supposed to do is we're supposed to try to give thanks for our blessings. Once, there was a prophet named Ayyub alayhi salam. And Ayyub alayhi salam was blessed with so much. He was blessed with wealth. He was blessed with children, many beautiful children. And he was blessed with amazing health. And he was a servant of Allah, always so thankful. Shaitan saw this. He thought to himself, you know, this Ayyub alayhi salam, he's so thankful because he's gotten so much. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took it away, I'm sure he wouldn't be thankful anymore. Shaitan asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if they could test Ayyub to see if he would still be thankful after all of these things, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala agreed. First, they took away his wealth, his farm, all of the animals, they died. Then, they tested him with his children. His kids, one by one, they passed away. And then finally, with his health. There was a sickness that came into Ayyub alayhi salam's body. His whole body covered with sickness. How does Ayyub alayhi salam respond? He says, "Ya Allah, I have gone through difficulty. I've been afflicted with difficulty. But Ya Allah, you are still the most merciful." And he continues to give thanks. You know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him everything back and even more. Life is not all sunshine and daffodils and daisies and honey and lasagna. No, there are times when things don't go as we plan. But one of the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us as a secret is that the more we give thanks, the more Allah gives us.